got Diddy's lawyers behind me on the motorbikes. It's crazy. We have basically, guys, 5 new lawsuits that have hit Diddy, and 3 of them are from John Does, and John Does are obviously men. 2 of them are from women, and these details are very horrific. Very, very horrific indeed. A lot's happening, and I just want to give you guys a trigger warning before we get into these. That's probably another John Doe right now on the damn motorbikes, because this last 2 days have been hectic. I'm sick and tired of everything going on with Diddy. Hey guys, that's Murali, daily and consistent content. Let's get into this video. Before we do, I need to get changed. I did buy some clothes, and I'm going to show you guys what I bought. Okay, so this is the fit. Hopefully you guys like. I just love this black bomber jacket. It's just giving seriousness. But anyways, 2 more alleged victims, guys, have sued Diddy. Out of the 5 lawsuits, 2 of them are more apparent and everybody is reporting on them, but there are 5, including a man who claimed the rapper drugged him with a laced drink before R-wording him. TMZ reported that a Florida man who goes by John Doe claimed that he was drugged with a laced drink before waking up naked and witnessing Diddy fully erect R-wording him. He tried to stop Diddy from R-wording him, but he could not do so because of the substances that he had taken. Diddy allegedly continued to R-word him whilst wearing a disturbing smile. John Doe said the drugs in his system made it impossible to fight back. He said he woke up the next day, was handed his clothes back, and was escorted out of the residence to be dropped off at a nightclub. The other new accuser, going by Jane Doe, claimed she was handed a laced drink and that she was made to perform oral on 6 people of a security team and himself in a black limousine. She claimed that she wasn't allowed to leave until she gave everyone oral, and that throughout the assault, Diddy kept calling her derogatory names and sprayed champagne on her face. Both victims are reportedly suing the Bad Boy founder for damages. Daily Mail has contacted Diddy's attorney, Mark Agnifilo, for comment. Diddy has been held there since September. The latest lawsuits come after Diddy's lawyers requested he be allowed to appear unshackled for all future court appearances, and that was absolutely allowed. So, I definitely want to reread these 2 lawsuits to you once again, just to give it to you guys clearly. In the first lawsuit obtained by TMZ, I'm reading this again for you, a woman from Maryland claimed that she was 18 when Diddy essayed her outside a Halloween party. The woman who was suing Diddy as a Jane Doe claimed one of Diddy's security guards escorted her to a black SUV limousine where Diddy was waiting with 6 members of a security team, and she was claimed that she was handed a drink, felt dizzy, forced to perform oral on 6 men, and wasn't allowed to leave. Was not allowed to leave. Only after she gave everybody oral, then she was allowed to leave. In the second suit obtained by TMZ, a man from Florida claims one of Diddy's associates invited him to an after party. The man who was suing Diddy as John Doe claims Diddy or one of his associates drugged him, laced him, made him fall unconscious. He woke up to a sharp pain in his rectum and anus and noticed his clothes were missing, turning around to see why his anus hurts and seeing a fully erect Diddy trying to assert his pee inside the man's behind. The guy claims Diddy talked dirty to him whilst wearing a disturbing smile, but he says the drugs made it impossible to fight back. He says he woke up naked in the room and was given his clothes and then dropped off at the nightclub where everything began. The accusers are going after Diddy for damages. Diddy's attorneys told TMZ Busby's barrage of lawsuits are shamelessly publicity stunts designed to extract payments, and Diddy and that he never essayed anyone. So these are 2 out of the 5. 3 of them are John Does. 3 of them are majority men. There are 5 lawsuits. As of right now, 2 are being detailed publicly in articles, and I believe the others will definitely follow if those who don't have the lawsuit documents. Now, this came out 12 or 13 hours ago, practically a couple of hours after the hearing and after the new freak-off discussion that was released via Daily Mail with exclusive footage. So a lot has taken place over the past couple of days, especially in the past 24 hours. Now, what is intriguing to me is that Busby has been told by judges that these alleged victims coming forth, they must refile for coming anonymous. Now, note that these 5 lawsuits are all Jane and John Doe's. They are all anonymous people. So are they going to be told the same thing, that they must refile their cases and that this is not how they're allowed to do things, and that if they don't refile it, the case will be dismissed? This is what I mean, where this is where the crux of the issue is. Not Diddy's children. It's these alleged victims who are waking up to Diddy erect behind them, and he's smiling disturbingly, does not care, laughing at them, and refusing to let girls go unless she lines herself up for all the men. And can you imagine physically not being able to fight? You're physically not being able to fight off somebody because of the drugs that you have been given or that you've been laced. Do you realize how scary this is? It genuinely is a nightmare. And these are the people who are more important. It clearly also goes to show you that Busby is not afraid of this mystery celebrity who came forth to sue, because even after the strong statement that he put out on X, he decided now to come out with 5 new lawsuits the next day after that. He's not stopping, his lawsuit is not stopping, his law firm are not stopping. You would have thought that this mystery celebrity, who by the way I think could even be Kevin Hart, he's not afraid of them. Normally after receiving a mystery celebrity lawsuit, you would be quite afraid, you'd be quite scared, Busby's not afraid. And Busby is a good lawyer, I'm not denying that, but the law firm that the celebrity has against Busby, they are also a very good law firm. Do you understand? If we think that Busby is good, what makes you think that the opposition can't be good as well? And especially with the prosecution's loss yesterday, where 20 pages of evidence that they had found, which they took, which they shouldn't have taken, basically is going to be destroyed and can't be used in this case, that is quite scary. And the reason why people don't understand it's scary is that if the prosecution have done this, where evidence that they have gathered has been lost, what makes you think that Diddy's team can't get more closer to apply for a mistrial and use this as one of examples and many more in the future if the prosecution keep messing up? So, a lot is happening. 2 new lawsuits that have been detailed and 5 new lawsuits overall. This is very bad news for Diddy. Just when you think that it can't get any worse, just when you think that it can't get any bad for Diddy, it continues, it lingers, and there's just a lot more happening. These 2 lawsuits, I wanted to give you guys the quick details, so I read through them, wrote down the cliff notes and gave you the quick details, because we've read so many of these lawsuits, and I think going through the lawsuits themselves and the court documents, unless it's very intricate and involves other names, I don't feel like it's needed. You guys need to know the facts of what is going on. Who are these people? What are they accusing him of? How many lawsuits? How many men? How many women? And then we call it a day and wait for the next. So Busby has filed 5 more today. And note that the initial lawsuits that Busby has filed, which are all civil, basically have not even been resolved yet. So I don't understand what's going on here. It's basically going to be a huge backlog, and we just don't know what's going to take place. None of this is criminal. None of this is part of the superseding indictment, which I saw people were asking online. This is very much civil and civil only, and this is what Busby is doing. Whew, Lord. It's a lot, guys. It really is a lot. This is just, I don't know. I feel like we all need some kind of therapy for even this Diddy stuff. All of us are going through probably our own PTSD. All of us, just the images of Diddy doing stuff like that is horrific for me, and I'm not even going through something like that. I was imagining it. Do you understand? So for these alleged victims who've seen Diddy continuously win after they were abused by them and all the awards he collected, what monster? And then the question begs, how many more monsters are there out there that we currently now see as angels or people that we look up to in the industry, when really and truly that is not the case at all? And my eyes are on Jay-Z, and I feel like Jay-Z is next, and I feel like people should be looking at him. I feel like in the next 10-15 years something's going to happen to that man. Where there's smoke, there's fire, and somebody better call an ambulance. Do you understand? That's just basically what I'm going to say. Let me know your thoughts are, guys, when it comes to this video. Do subscribe, comment down below, give this video a thumbs up. A bit of a slow intro into this video, and I feel like I did that on purpose today, purely because a lot is just happening. The conversations are heavy. Everything's been busy with Diddy for the past 24 to 48 hours. Let's have a light video to an extent, where, we don't get straight into the madness of everything. We can just have a bit of a moment. I like to do quick videos and quick intros, but sometimes it's nice to do a slow intro, because there's just so much information to condense and so much has happened. It's just a lot to deal with. Whew. May God be with these alleged victims, and may they get their justice and their financial compensation. These are the people who deserve financial compensation and justice. This is what I am fighting for, and I hope that majority of reporters on this are fighting for as well. This is what we are raising awareness for these people to receive their alleged justice, if they are telling the truth. Do subscribe if you guys want to. Send a super thanks if you guys want to. There's a $sign there. It goes a long way, and I'll catch you guys soon for another video. I'm sorry, this jacket is just giving what it needs to give. It's just, wow.